So it was all over the news that a big asteroid was coming down to hit Earth, and that it was going to strike out a big portion of it, and that everyone would in some way be affected, but it was going to take out a major piece of the population. Everyone was freaking out. Bridges were jam-packed. They were not letting anyone cross the bridges. Like, they were just all like jammed up, and there was like men in like a tan kind of uniform, and they were like policing everyone. I don't know who they were, but they didn't look like normal police officers.
And there was like people just screaming. I'm telling you. And there is tons of people just screaming and running away from the asteroid.
And all of a sudden, these lights come all the way down to Earth and boom, explode. And all these people start, you know, getting chaotic and getting worried and scrambling, kind of like if you were to stick a stick inside of an ant pile. And then all of a sudden, another asteroid came down. Boom, boom.
So all of a sudden, y'all, I looked up in the sky and I seen this huge asteroid, but I knew it was a planet. It was a planet in the shape of an asteroid. Y'all, the asteroid was so big, it looked big enough to knock the Earth out. And then I seen other little pieces, different shapes, little smaller asteroids beside it.
And all I could see was this humongous, I don't know whether to call it an asteroid or a meteor. I mean, it was huge. It was gigantic. And I believe it was already in Earth's atmosphere. But besides the huge one, I saw little ones also. And they weren't little, they were just small compared to the giant one. But the smaller ones were already hitting cars and the street. They were already impacted. They've already impacted Earth.
And fire was falling from the sky. And it looked like fire and brimstone was falling from the sky and hitting everything, and it made no sense. And the earth was shaking, and everything was being hit. And all I remember was getting in my grandfather's truck and driving away, trying to escape.
So me and my auntie looked at each other, and then we knew straight up we had to get on our knees and started asking for forgiveness. We're on our knees, like asking for forgiveness and repenting.
And I got down on my hands and knees, and I had my forehead to the ground, and I said, "Oh, Father, thank you so much that we're not in complete darkness. Thank you so much." I just began to praise and worship with my forehead to the cement.
I ran into the living room to warn my family this asteroid hit. And I'm going to say it was probably about 30 seconds that the earth shook.
So the house started shaking and rocking, and all of a sudden it leaned to the left. And everybody who was in the house, you know, we was trying to grab on to whatever was happening.
And the earth was trembling, and fire was falling from the sky.
It hit Earth, and the Earth shook like rapidly.
And all of a sudden, I see one of the buildings collapse.
All of a sudden, this building gets hit hard out, like I hear a big cracker sound, and it actually shakes the ground. I jump in the dream when it happens and watch the whole front part of this building fall off. And when I seen it, I first thought the whole building fell, like it just fell over. And as soon as that happened, the nurse/maid that was cleaning runs past me and runs like really fast. Like you wouldn't believe how fast that she was running, like incredibly fast. So as I'm watching her, she's running towards the building that fell, and I know that I must follow, because there's got to be people hurt, is what I'm thinking in my head. But at the same time, I'm kind of fearful, because I know all the death that I'm about to be subjected to.
I see rows and rows and rows and rows of dead body bags. There were thousands upon thousands, if not millions of them. And to my right, I could see military personnel, like the army, soldiers. And the Lord was showing me that these people are there to bury bodies, you know, because there's going to be a huge wave of famine and pestilences that's going to hit the nations because of the bodies, because of the dead people.
And we saw the big asteroid and the big earthquake at the very end, and we were really, really scared. And there was like people just screaming running around.
I told my dad then, I was like, Dad, I told you this was going to happen. See, it's happening. I kept saying, it's happening now. My dad took me to my home, and I had my little girl with me, and we went into the house, and I was calling my mother on the phone, and I was trying to tell her, Mom, it's happening. See, I told you guys this is happening. It's coming. And I remember being I was excited. I was like, I don't know why, but I was excited it was happening, because I guess I felt like, you know, we're going to be taken out of here. We're going to be taken out of here. We're going to be taken out of here.
Yeah. Well, open your eyes and look within. Are you satisfied with the life you're living? We know where we're going. We know where we're from. We're leaving Babylon. We're going to our fatherland. 2, 3, 4, Exodus. Movement of your people. Oh yeah. Send us another brother Moses. Movement of your people. Gonna cross the Red Sea. Movement of your people. Send us another brother Moses. Movement of your people.